name is Vince. I am the host here of the Remote Income. I actually put a play on that this time. It's either the Remote Accountants and Income, but I know I've been promising for a long time to get to the other income part of this here. And so that's what this video here is today. And it's for not just the members of the accounting group that are on my Facebook group, as well as my accounting channel here, but it's for everybody who is looking for other income and ways to generate other income. I decided to shoot this today. It's just a lovely Friday here in California. You can see the background behind me. That's actually real. I had somebody ask me one time if that was fake. They thought it was like a Zoom kind of thing. That's actually real. I actually have a place here at the marina here in Marina del Rey, and a little boat, and so I actually get to spend some time out over here. I'm kind of grateful for that, and so I decided to take advantage of this beautiful day and have this as my backdrop back there. So you might see some boats kind of cruising by. In any case, I get on with the theme of today's video. It's about the income portion of it, more specifically how you can pull in income. You know, you might have a job that you are working hard at in terms of getting income in, but maybe you need a way to figure out how to get other streams of income coming in. So today's video is to talk a little bit about that. And there are two prime areas that I want to discuss today. And the first one is going to be products, and the second one is going to be services that you can be able to pull in extra income for yourself. So let's dive right in this today, guys. Let's start off today with products. So guys, products is basically a way where you can sell products that you are acquainted with, so that way you can get extra income coming in. The best way to be able to sell products is to sell what you know. Say that you are good at painting. You know, you maybe have it as a hobby, but you're pretty good at it. And every day you're kind of producing a canvas, or once a week, doesn't have to be every day. You have a canvas that's pretty nice, and you've developed your craft over time. You can actually go on Etsy and other sites and sell those products. So you'll find people that want to buy that. And so the best way to be able to find the motivation to do that is to sell already what you love. If you love photography, for instance, you might have different prints that you can sell, landscape prints. Or maybe you have a product yourself. Maybe you're not into art per se, but you always love shopping and you're always accustomed to fashion. You know how to find great deals. You can do affiliate marketing and be able to find great deals for people and have links up so that way you can sell, you know, maybe nice dresses or nice purses, or maybe it's jackets or other things. It doesn't have to be in one particular area. So it's just very key, guys, that you'd be able to focus on having a product, whether it be your own or somebody else's, that you can sell. And so that's a great way of pulling an extra income. And again, the best way possible is to sell what you love. Sell what already is in your heart. Because if you try selling something where maybe you're trying to make something, but your heart's not really into it, it's not going to last very long. You know, versus if you love, once again, photography, and you're out there taking pictures all the time, then it's going to be easy for you to sell prints and sell that to folks. And you can find many different sites where you can do that. I mentioned one, Etsy, but there's also eBay, and even Amazon and other places where you can put up your product and sell that. And once again, you don't necessarily have to create your own. You can also just go through and find a great product that's out there and be able to have a site where you just throw up an affiliate link and let people know about that. And they'll click on the link and be able to find that, buy that, and you'll get paid as a result of that. So that's the first one, is talking about products. So let's dive into the next one, which is talking about services. Services, guys, is a great way for you to provide your expertise on an item. So this channel, of course, as you see, is called Remote Accountants and Income. Well, if you're already an accountant and you have expertise in that field, you could sell your knowledge of accountancy to others who want that ability to understand what it is that they can do to do their job better if it's in that field. Let's do an example, right? If you are a payroll specialist and you've worked in payroll for 20 years, what you could do is you could be a payroll coach, and you could tell people about the software that you use, how you process payroll, some of the tax considerations that they had to talk about too as well. You could really dive deep into that subject for others and teach others, and you can charge a fee for that. So you can be a coach in that regard and teach others about payroll. Or maybe you're a tax specialist, for instance, right? You know a lot about tax. Maybe it's income tax. You can teach that knowledge to others and have others sign up for your course. You know, there's Teachable, there's other sites where you can go to be able to have a course that's available to everybody so that they can pay for that and see what it is that you have to teach them. Or maybe it's not in accountancy at all, of course, right? I mean, I've covered accountancy a little bit over here, but maybe your knowledge is in going back to photography as an example. Maybe you can teach your knowledge of photography and say, hey, listen, this is how you can shoot a shot, how you can set it up. And so have a course on that so people can buy that. So remember, the sky's the limit for this too, because as a course you can teach multiple people. You can have one person or even a classroom full of people where you'll be able to charge a certain rate and be able to have that. So that's why it's going to be key and going to be good for you to be able to pursue that. The last one that I'll talk about is something like maybe you were good in sports as a kid, right? Or maybe you still do sports now. That knowledge in sports, if you're particularly good at one particular sport, you can actually teach people about that. Maybe you're good at tennis. You can have a course on tennis and teach them about that too as well. So don't ever just shoot yourself in the foot saying, well, I don't have any knowledge or I don't have any products, whatever it is. If you really dive deep, you can think about products you love or services you're really good at, or services meaning knowledge you really have a knowledge about that you can sell to others. This is really going to help you out in terms of providing extra income coming in the door. Now, there are other ways of pulling in extra income, but this is a really prominent way we can do that. And I really want to stress this because I've done many of these methods myself. I've done both the product route and I've also done the services route. And let me just give you an example of my own, right? I am a photographer. I've actually taken photos for many years, and I have different landscape photos that I've been able to offer others. People have found me on Facebook and say, I want a print, and they purchased a print from me. Or they contacted me directly via email and say, hey, Vince, I'd love to have this kind of shot. Can you get this done? And I go out there and shoot that shot for them. I had one just a few weeks ago where somebody wanted a specific picture for his daughter, so that way he could purchase that print for her birthday. And so I went out there and I got the shot done. I gave him the print. Well, I sold him the print, didn't just give it the print. And that was a way that I made a sell. And that was for a print. And that was it was a specific landscape shot that he wanted to have. It was a nature shot that he wanted to have. But I was able to sell that to that person so that way he could give it as a birthday present. So that's one example. Another example of a service, right? I'm an author myself. I've done service for authors so that way they know how to publish their books or how to get their books out in the marketplace or to market them. And so I've had courses that are available to authors so that way they can see that. And also because I'm an accountant, I've been an accountant for 20 years, I've also had a service in accountancy where I've taught accountants how to pursue a career in accounting and also things to look out as accountants if they're remote accountants. So that is just a great example that is from my own experience about a product that I've done and about a service that I've done. And I'm telling you guys, it's not just limited to me. You guys have the ability to do the same. So there are other methods of income, other ways of income flowing in that I'll talk about in this channel. I won't get to those today, but I did want to leave this one for you today because it's a huge one. Product that you can sell or service that you can sell to others. So guys, really explore that, really check that out, and make sure your heart's into it too as well. Put your effort into that. Because if you just kind of dabble in a little bit, I don't really care about it, then it's going to kind of fizzle out and nothing's going to happen from that. If your heart's into it, if you really want to do this and you really want to make this a side income, you can make it happen and you can make it work for you. So guys, I just encourage that for you. I hope that this has been sort of a motivational video for you so that way you guys can pursue that. And I look forward to the next video with you guys. Take care.